What's up, everybody? It's AJ with eTrailer.com. Today we're going to be checking out this Inno Roof Rack system on our 2020 Mazda CX-5. It's going to have the Inno Aero bars in combination with the Inno through feet and then clamps for this naked roof. Just clamps in here in your door jamb and it stays nice and tight. I'll shake it back and forth and show you. It's not going anywhere. There's no rattling or anything like that. This roof rack system is going to be good for hauling things up on your roof and not in your vehicle. So that saves space in your car. So you can do kayaks up here. You can throw up a roof box up here and then load it with your luggage and stuff. That way, more leg room for everybody on a longer journey, which makes everybody happier. You can also bikes up here, a basket. There's really a whole bunch of accessories for this roof rack. Let's check it out. The aero bars are a nice aerodynamic design. That's where it gets its name from. It's got a nice T-track on the top as well. That way you can pop off this cap, and if you have T-track accessories, they can slide down in here. You slide them along, and they'll stay in this groove. It's also got the weatherproofing here that's going to push up on them and protect around wherever that little T-bolt is going to go. Now, if you don't have T-track accessories, it also works with clamps. So they'll clamps on like a roof basket or something. So let me get this cap in here real quick. Got to push up on that tab, but you have clamps that can go around this part of the bar for like a basket or something like that if they don't have the T-track hook on. So it goes either way, so you can use either one of those accessories. It's up to you. They're also made out of a lightweight powder coat aluminum, so they're going to hold up if you decide to leave them on the roof of your vehicle and it rains. The elements aren't going to bother them at all, and like I said, they're lightweight, so if you do take them off, they're not going to be heavy and hard to get off the roof. The through foot is a locking cover. That way nobody can tamper with your stuff when you're not around. You got this clamp that comes down in here and goes in the door jamb, and that's what we tighten down that holds the roof rack to the roof. It's really tight. There's no movement in there whatsoever. Looking at the bottom here, you got a plastic foot with a rubber piece on the bottom that's going to completely protect the top of your vehicle. You don't have to worry about it scratching it or causing any issues. Another thing, the clamp is rubber coated, so you don't have to worry about it scratching up your door jamb either. I want to point that out because that'd be the first thing I would be worried about putting this on my vehicle, but it's not going to cause anything bad like scratches or that. It's got that coating on there and it doesn't bother it. Now I want to give you some measurements with the roof rack on your roof. Let's see how much room you have from the top of your roof to the bottom of the crossbar. Looks like it's 3 1/4 inches from the top of our sunroof to the bottom of our roof bar. So I think that's plenty of room for clamps or anything like that you were going to put on the bars. It shouldn't cause any issues. I just wouldn't open the sunroof with those accessories on there because you might have it hit that clamp and that won't be good. Another measurement would be from crossbar to crossbar. I'm going to jump down and get that one real quick. And go from center to center. Looks to be about 26.5 inches from crossbar to crossbar. Now your roof rack system has a weight capacity of 120 pounds, so just keep that in mind when you're loading it up there with your cargo basket. You don't overload it. It's also pretty easy to install. Let's check out how we did it. We got it all laid out, all the parts you'll get and when you unbox everything. I've already assembled this side, so we're going to do this with these spare parts here, or not spare parts, the other side here. Start assembling it. I took off the cap from the end so we can slide out this plastic part here. And this is where we're going to add this clip in. You're going to make sure the gap in this goes towards the outside and it comes up from underneath. Maybe not that way through. There we go. And then it slides in like that. Push down on that button to get the slide completely back here. And this is where we're going to put our foot on there. So this part is going to clip into there. Just like that. Which lines up this screw with that hole. Should catch there. I'm going to start to tighten down just a little bit, not all the way, with our hex head. just enough to get it started. So now we'll slide this out. And there's an actual measurement they want you to get, and you're going to go from the center sticker here, since your bars will be new, they'll have that, to this line here. So the instructions say for our Mazda that they want it to be at 21.5. So we'll back that up just a little bit, and that's from the center, or from this line that's right here next to the bolt to this sticker. So that's 22. 21.5 would be right there. So I need to bring it in just a little bit. So we got that one. Let's check this one. All right, they're both spot on. Now I can tighten them down. Now we're going to add our pad to the bottom of our foot. One thing about that is it's got a number at the bottom, and that number will tell you if it's for the front or the back bars. This is 421, so it's going to be for the front. So we'll line up these kind of divots in here with the screws so you know which way. Also, the part that comes out and up, like the lip, goes towards the inside of the vehicle. Now we're going to take our bar and put it on the roof. We're going to just set it in place at first, because then we have to get a couple more measurements to make sure it's lined up right. Set about there. And what we're going to do is, I'm going to get my tape measure, remove from the center of the door jamb here. We're coming to the center of the bolt. It looks about right there. You also want to make sure that the foot pad sits down in that groove. You can see the part that sticks down there a little bit. That fits right in the groove and goes against it. So I'm going to go to the other side and get that same measurement. So we're going to remove the center bolt. So we're going to attach our clamp. So it just slides up here. You put this part, the channel goes over this silver part there. And the bottom fits up snug against the door jamb. So I'm going to replace that bolt that I took out. Get it started by hand, then come back with a tool and continue to tighten it down. And you see as I turn it, it's pulling that clamp up and getting it nice and snug. It'll snap to let you know when it's tight enough. Now we'll replace the cover. We got these two notches out here, fit around these round parts at the bottom, and then just tilt it up. Locks in place. As you saw, it wasn't that hard to install. I know it's a little overwhelming when I had it on the table, and this one has so many internal moving pieces. That's not like the other racks, but it's actually pretty easy. And once you saw me do it the first time, and you do it the first time yourself, it's going to be second nature. And you're not going to have to do it every time either. You just kind of assemble it, put it on your roof, and when you go to take it off your roof, you can just loosen the clamps and remove it and keep it all together. So you really only have to do that part once. Well, thanks for hanging out. I hope this helped.